going to tell you a little story about how I became a witch. I am a witch. To me, this means that I honor the goddess inside me. I am a witch. To me, this means that I live in my own power. I am a witch. It wasn't always easy for me to say that. I know what a witch is supposed to look like. I know how ugly they are. If you Google witch, the first definition that comes up is a woman supposed to have evil or wicked magical powers. I know that a witch is a dangerous thing to be. In the 15th and 16th centuries in Europe, almost 500,000 people, mostly women, were killed as witches. Many of these women were traditional folk healers. Women are still tortured and killed as witches today across Asia and Africa. It was only 11 generations ago that 2 of my ancestors who lived in Salem, Massachusetts, Mary Osgood and Eunice Fry, were jailed and nearly killed as witches in the Salem witch trials. I was a very spirited and spiritual child, the kind of child I now understand as a witchy child. I was born on Halloween. I wrote poems, and I felt magic rise in me. Magic, the energy of transforming consciousness at will. Poetry was my strongest path to magic. It raised energy in the earth and in my own body. I understood the power of Halloween, my birthday, the ancient Celtic Day of the Dead, the witch's New Year. But I never associated this magic with where it should have come from, with the witch. Why not? I knew what witches looked like, and I just couldn't put the most beautiful feeling that I knew together with the witches on my birthday cards. Yes, all through my childhood, people gave me Halloween birthday cards, and you know what they look like. They almost always feature a classic cartoon witch with green skin and a big wart, and a nasty laugh, a snaggly tooth. The message was clear: stay away from women's power. The wise women and the healers, the women who provided contraception and abortion as needed, strong, independent women who owned property. The images, the sounds, the memories of such gifted women handed down to us through generations are not the images that should inspire a young girl with love and gratitude. Instead, our images of these women are images of torture, mockery, shaming, and the murder of our mothers. These memories and the loud jokes and silly cartoons that hide the fear and the shame teach lessons that I, and maybe you, carry deep inside us. These lessons still tell us, for the sake of survival, to be quiet, to play it safe, not to claim the deep wisdom of the divine feminine that lies in our blood. So on Halloween, when I was young, I dressed as a fortune teller with magical powers and bangles and skirts, but never as a witch. Or I was a male wizard with robes and a pointy hat and a magic wand, but not a witch. Anything but a real witch. For years, I kept my witchiness hidden inside me until I met a real witch for the first time. One with a deep laugh, a strong twinkle in her eye, and a wise connection to the powers of the earth, the seasons, and the magic in ourselves and our bodies. That's when I learned the way I could be. That's when I learned the power of the 5 sacred directions and the power of my mind, body, heart, will, and spirit.